before going into Trilaminar germ disc formation, we need to know some changes which is occurring in the third week of development. What are these changes? First is a change in the shape of the embryonic disc and the changes in the ectodermal layer of the disc. I already told you there are two layers, one is epiblast cells, one is hypoblast cell. Hypoblast cell is the columnar cell, that is the ectodermal cell, and the epiblast cells, they are cuboidal cells, they are the endodermal cells. Now these changes will occur before the trilaminar germ disc is being formed. Now what are these changes that is occurring? First, the shape of these embryonic disc becomes circular in shape. This is a circular shape with the appearance of the procaudal plate. I already told you what is a procaudal plate. Suddenly the cell of the epiblastic cell, that is a cuboidal cell, becomes columnar, and that will give rise to the formation of the plate. This is called procaudal plate. That event occurs first in the endodermal cell. This is circular in shape. Then with the enlargement of the embryonic disc, these cells become, in 15-16 days, these become oval in shape. And when these cells become oval in shape, there are some changes that is occurring in the ectodermal layer of the disc. What are these changes? This is being differentiated. The ectodermal cells become differentiated into surface ectoderm, neuroectoderm, and the pluripotent cells. So let us see from here. This is the surface ectoderm cells. Then this is a place where is the neural plate formation, that will be termed as neuroectoderm. And in the dorsal part of the caudal end, this is the cranial end, with the appearance of the procaudal plate, this establishment of the cranial and caudal end of the embryo has been fixed. So this procaudal plate is the cranial end. So, and this is the caudal end of the tail end of the embryo. On the dorsal aspect of the caudal end, there appears a pluripotent cell, that is from the surface, that is from the ectodermal layer. So ectodermal layers are divided into three specialized layers from which the different parts of the body will be developing. One is surface ectoderm, that will give rise to the formation of the skin all over the body. Then there is a neuroectoderm. From the neuroectoderm there will be formation of the neural plate, neural tube, and the whole nervous system that will develop from the neuroectoderm area. And the pluripotent cells, and these pluripotent cells will give rise to the formation of the primitive stick, which will give rise to the formation of notochordal process, that the future phase of the neural tube, and the intra-embryonic mesoderm. So this pluripotent cell is very important for the formation of two things. One is called the primitive stick. From the primitive stick is the formation of the notochordal process and the intra-embryonic mesoderm. We will see in the later classes. So 15 to 16 days, the shape will change from circular to oval with the appearance of the differentiation of the ectodermal layer of the germ disc. Now the 18th day, it will reach to become pear-shaped, and what will happen? There is the procaudal, this is the cranial end, the procaudal end. This becomes the neural tube area on which there is formation of the notochordal process. From this pluripotent cells, there is enlarging of the knot-like surface and depression, which is called the primitive knot or primitive node or Hansen's node. There is surface depression of the ectodermal, and this is a stick which will go till to the place called the cloacal membrane. The procaudal plate and the cloacal membrane are the two sides with the notochordal process, where this only two bilaminar germ discs will persist, that is only ectoderm and endoderm. Otherwise the whole area will be occupied by one more layer, that is called the mesoderm. So it will become trilaminar germ disc. So ultimately these cells will invaginate within the connecting stalk. We will see afterwards what is going to happen to that part. So the shape of the embryo changes from circular to oval on 15 to 16 days. On 18 days this becomes pear shape with the appearance of the procaudal plate, notochordal process, primitive stick, primitive node, and the cloacal membrane. Now with this establishment of this, the different axes are being formed. This is called cephalocaudal axis. So the procaudal plate and cloacal membrane, this is cephalocaudal axis, this is cephalic end, this is the caudal end. Then the dorsoventral axis, with the formation of the notochordal process, the dorsoventral axis will be formed. And the right and the left axis, so the notochondral process in the primitive stage will divide the embryo into right and left axis. So three axes have been formed in the third week of development. One is cephalocaudal axis, that is from the caudal plane to the cloacal membrane. One is dorsoventral axis, that is determined by the presence of the notochondral process. And the right and the left axis, that is the whole part that will passes through the primitive stage. So three axes will be formed in the third week of development, and the trilaminar is 3 weeks, so trilaminar germ discs will be formed. Okay.